Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss. Had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man right side is Ingram. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys out the opposition.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
You always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morton. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. On 3rd down, Murray. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're going to have another first down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you got to be quick with your delivery.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's 14. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run.
On the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Play action now. Bridgewater. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
On 3rd down. Bomb, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Morton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a
Kevin White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 3rd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got Curse.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking away or just getting possession.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. I'm happy up here sometimes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this throw caught left side.
Hardney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jermaine Kearse.
They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
And he comes back with one complete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morton. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Redskins. 21-16, the final. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle, and got his man complete. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. On 2nd and 7, Murray, throw left side complete. That's Morton. First down, Murray. And that'll wind up incomplete. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morton. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard.
Once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he gets this to the 35.
Solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. On 3rd down. Bond. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Morton. Now Murray off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Alec Ogletree now leads to a 3rd and long. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morton. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
A lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away.
Be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Again, they'll throw with Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like, oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. They're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there. 2nd and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. 3rd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. Airing one deep for Curse.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's got Curse. Now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. They're going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
The second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now, they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll run on 1st down. Punt. And able to break 1 tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receiver.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski. One last shot now for Bridgewater. As time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cardinals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.